Peace. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing the results of my 20-day cleanse. And I'm also going to be sipping on some soursop tea. So let's begin. Don't mind the hair. I literally just washed my hair last night, so it's in its natural state. Yeah, I do have to get it done though, guys. I do. Yeah, so I know when I started my channel, I just started rambling my mouth, so I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Tamika, also known as the Oracle. Why do they call me the Oracle? Well, I have a great talent in seeing through, a lot of bullshit. Did I say that? I mean, I have a lot of experience seeing through people. I try my best not to see through people, but it's kind of hard. It's something that I do naturally. So, being the Oracle, I see through every single thing. So there's nothing that passes me that I don't see. So don't play with me. Don't mess with me. Yeah, so I'm also a homeschool parent of 2. I'm married as well. And so, on this 20-day cleanse, it has been a little challenging managing the household as well as maintaining my position as a wife and as a mother. However, I'm gonna get through it, and let's talk about it right now. So look, guys, the day before my 20-day cleanse, I literally had to have a conversation with my husband and my kids. Like, look, I'm going on a 20-day cleanse. I don't need anyone to distract me. Please do not bother me. Act like you don't know who I am for 20 whole days. Can you guys do that? Thought to myself, anytime a mom tries to step away and do something, I'm telling you, it's like hell. It's like, Mom, Dad's over there, but Mom, can you still do it? But seriously, ladies, all jokes aside, you guys know how it can get managing a household. You guys have to understand, as moms and wives, we keep the house together and they need us. But sometimes we need some time to ourselves. So, I was praying and hoping that this 20-day cleanse would be that time. All right, guys, let's get into it. Don't mind me. I'm going to be reading from my notes. So when I first started my 20-day cleanse, I announced that I was not going to be consuming dairy, sugar, cooked food, processed food, and absolutely no animal products. Strictly fruits and vegetables. Day 1 through 5, I blended my kale smoothies, had my fruits and my vegetables. So normally, I only consume 2 meals a day. The first one consists of my kale smoothie. I like to break my fast between 12 and 1 p.m. I also like to include my hemp seed milk and my sea moss gel, which I make both from scratch. Day 6, 7, and 8, I made tamarind juice to last for 3 whole days. Let me tell you, the process was not as simple as I thought it was going to be. You guys can go back and check out my video on making tamarind juice from scratch. So, when it comes to tamarind juice, it's not the best taste, in my opinion, for me. I know a lot of people, might like tamarind juice, but personally, I don't like it. It's not really about what I like, it's about what's good for my health. So, being from the Caribbean, you would believe like, hey, I love me some tamarind juice, but I really, really don't. Look, I don't know about you guys, but I want to be here to help my husband raise our 2 kids. I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, you're not going to live forever. Why are you so worried about your health? Everyone's going to die. Yeah, at some point we are going to die. But while being here, the quality of life matters to me. Another reason why health and fitness matters to me is because I want to be able to bend without being in pain. I want to be able to run up a flight of stairs without being out of breath. I mean, seriously, at 41 years old, why should I be out of breath? Day 9 and 10, I had a homemade oyster kale salad. My husband made that, which was absolutely delicious. I've been in love with that salad ever since. So that's pretty much going to be my go-to salad. Day 10, two interesting things happened. So I started exercising on day 10, and guess what? My cycle came, guys. So when my 20-day cleanse started, I wasn't really sure if I was going to incorporate exercising. It was going to be based on how I feel. So I've started to feel, fine throughout my 20-day cleanse. So I wanted to start running and working out at the gym. But also, my menstrual cycle showed up. And I promised myself this time, I am still going to go to the gym. I'm still going to run. I'm not going to let anything stop me. Because normally, when my cycle comes, I have low energy. I have lots of cravings. And I'm just not feeling like myself. But I was on a mission. I'm doing my 20-day cleanse. I wanted to do something that I don't normally do. It's okay to step out of your comfort zone, and that's what I did. Day 11 is when my relapse took place. So while experiencing these cravings during my menstrual cycle, I had a relapse. So yeah, guys, I did a video talking about what happened. Go check out my video. I relapsed and I had shrimp fried rice. Yes, shrimp fried rice. I had a feeling it was going to happen. I'm usually hungry during my menstrual cycle. It's no excuse, but it happened. I wanted to be honest with you guys. And hey, I'll try harder next time. So I don't feel bad about that. It was my first time doing a 20-day cleanse publicly, on YouTube. And it's okay. We're not perfect. And I just want to show you guys how true I want to be to myself during this process. Day 12 is my recovery day. Now, I had to clean up what I did on day 11. So I decided to fast until 4 p.m. That was actually the best day of my life. I worked my butt off all day without consuming any food. And let me tell you, I had a lot of clarity and I got a lot of work done. I suggest fasting was probably one of the best things that has happened to me throughout my whole 20-day cleanse. Now, I've done a 3-day water fast before, and pretty challenging. But this fast that I did for pretty much 8 hours went pretty well because I was pretty busy, like I said, editing videos, filming videos, and moving around running errands. It was pretty much the best day of my life, and I suggest fasting if you're able to do it. Day 13. So on day 12, I pre-ordered juice from Juice Life so I can use it for the remainder of my 20-day cleanse. I had wanted to juice from the 13th through the 20th, the last 7 days of my cleanse. However, that didn't happen. The juice was not ready, so I had to find another alternative. I decided to go to a restaurant and pick up some vegetable soup. Now, I know in the beginning of my 20-day cleanse, I announced that I was not going to have any cooked food. However, I prefer to have cooked food than processed food. So I went ahead and I had me a vegetable soup because remember, I was supposed to be receiving my juice on this day. Okay, guys, it's day 14. Finally, it's the last days of my 20-day cleanse. I only had juice for the remainder time of my 20-day cleanse. And so, yeah, we are here. I lost 8 pounds. When I started my cleanse, I was 119 pounds. Now I'm 111. I know you guys are probably saying, oh, well, it's only 8 pounds. Well, to me, I feel like it's the process that matters. It's not how much weight I lost. So I'm thankful to have gone through this process and been consistent this far and not quitting. So that's what it is for me. And also, I mean, this is my first time publicly doing this, in front of an audience. I definitely don't like talking on camera. I don't know if you guys have figured that out yet. Listen, I am fulfilling one of my biggest fears is talking to the camera. Okay? So, listen, this process was a lot for me. I'm talking about editing videos, filming, still managing a household, okay? Having energy to do these videos and doing it publicly for the first time in my life. I am proud of myself. Okay, I am so proud of myself. And even though this cleanse was not really something that I, how should I say, it didn't really come out the way that I wanted it to come out. It didn't really end the way I wanted to end, but I know that all I have to do is watch my game tapes and figure it out next time. I'll know what to do better next time. It's not about being perfect. It's about going back and viewing your game tapes. So yeah, also I am feeling very energetic. I feel like this cleanse has helped me to have more energy. I feel a lot lighter. Um, I haven't really been experiencing headaches for a long time, so I can't really say, speak on headaches with that. But in the past, I used to have a lot of headaches. So, clarity, a lot of clarity. And like I've mentioned before, fasting on day, what day was that? On my recovery day, day 12. That was the best day of my whole entire cleanse. Guys, you should try it. You can try it for one day. Take it one step at a time. Go at your own pace. This concludes my 20-day cleanse journey. I want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers that have supported me throughout this whole process. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification for future videos. Until next time, peace, love, light, and healing. Peace out.